Lost Shepherd, episode 3 of Lost season 1. So, a bunch of stuff happened this episode, as I'm sure a bunch of stuff will happen every episode. Let's break it down. I'm going to talk about the highlights, the lowlights, the idiocy of shooting in the wrong place when you have one bullet. Okay, let's get to it. First off, Kate looks like even good when she's in a mugshot. Just saying. I noticed Sawyer has nicknames for people. He's a guy that nicknames people, so he's calling Kate Freckles. I like to talk about the fact that hope is a dangerous thing, and then like losing hope can really mess up the party, and that's why they're not going to tell them about the message, even though like Kate immediately tells the doc because, you know, love. Is Kate actually Canadian? I guess this would make Kate the farmer's right-hand gal. Huh? Because he didn't. His hand was messed up. Quote from Hurley. The bodies are all in there, and they're all dead. I liked when Hurley actually met Kate. That was really great because he's like, you're dangerous and I'm terrified of you, and he doesn't, and she has no clue. And then he sees the gun and, I need water. I got trust issues. No kidding. I like the farmer though. Everyone deserves a fresh start. And that's kind of what the whole episode is. Except for the guy that gets shot. Never mind. Promising to do something when it stops to rain is always going to backfire because it's going to stop right when it hears that. Keep note of that. Man, poor Sun is just having the worst time. Like, she possibly has one of the worst times, other than like having physical injuries. She's having a bad time. I like when Charlie sits down with Locke and immediately tries to relate everything back to being in a band. Oh yeah, we played some tribal instruments and everything goes back to the band for him. The truck was not going fast enough to flip over. It just wasn't. Nice shooting, Tex. Okay, so Sawyer empties almost a full clip into a polar bear that's running, but then misses with the single shot that of a stationary guy who is dying. Shot to the heart! Why didn't you shoot him in the head? John Locke making a dog whistle is an absolute legend. I like the idea that he's like, 3 days ago we all died. Because they're dead. They're all dead. But he at least has the good perspective that everyone gets a fresh start, but they're all totally dead. And he knows it. If Charlie keeps adding tape to his fingers, pretty soon he's going to have a glove. The character I like most in this episode, that is character, episode, person, what... The person I'm going to say is my favorite character of the episode. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. I don't know. I got to find a better name. But you'd think would be Kate because it's kind of her episode. But no, it's John Locke. John Locke is an absolute legend in this episode. He's just quietly going about himself. And he even, I like the fact that he even like knowing that the son is having a hard time and that this would help if his dad brought the dog back. Gets the dog back and then doesn't take any credit for it for himself. So, absolute legend. I want to say 4 stars. Yeah, I'll say 4 stars. It's a weak 4 stars, but it's still 4 stars for this episode. Series is going good. Enjoying it. Be good to see what happens next week. Let me know what you thought. Bye, Kaiser.